I know, right? I know. Look at that Iron Man. Oh, I know. Welcome back, guys. Hey. I know, it's MTG Moxman here. I'm just having a little bit of fun with you guys tonight. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. I hope things are going exactly the way you want them to. All right. First off, welcome to the new subscribers who have joined. Thank you so much for choosing me as part of your channel enjoyment. And I will endeavor, along with my regular viewers, to put out the best content I possibly can in the time frame allowed. All right. As you guys know, we are closing in on 100 subscribers. And a long, long time ago, I said when we get to 100, there will be something special. So we're only 19 away. I know. It's still quite a few for me. But still, it's kind of cool to know. All right. Now, I didn't realize, when I did my Ikoria Sucks video, and of course most of you remember that video because there was a lot of people watching. I've had over 100 views on that video in the last few weeks. It didn't even occur to me because for some reason my phone didn't tell me when the comments were ringing up, which I normally get the comments when they appear, so that's a little weird. I apologize for that. So anyway, what's happened is there were some comments about some of the cards, how some of them work, and how it's taken over Arena. And a lot of people are playing Arena right now. So I'm going to comment on that. I put a video up right now before this video, which shows me in a live match. Pause. I don't know what was wrong with my video, but I think I fixed it. So my video I just put up, the video was working again with the sound, but I had to do it live. I couldn't do it a voiceover, which was, that static was actually my voice, but it didn't carry through for some reason. I tried to do it tonight with another video, and it didn't work, so I have to redo that whole video. So I only put one Arena video up. It's just 2 matches. One, the guy gets me, and one, it's a surprise. So please watch the video and enjoy. But it's a showing of what can happen when you are purposely and actively trying to defeat decks. One of the people in the comment section of that Ikoria Sucks video had made the comment that it seems like a lot of effort to mutate something a couple times just to have it neutralized and taken out of the match. And that's exactly my point. You can't go with these straight mutate decks aren't winning matches unless they're doing the one where they use the Gigas and Sora guy, you know, the Dalduga. He's a 6/6 for 6 and he flips cards in the graveyard and brings a permanent back into play. Okay, but even that, if it's well planned with a Shadow of the Sky, if it's well planned with some banishing, it depends on what you're using, but you just have to be ready for it. And a lot of people are starting to become ready for it. But what I'm saying is when you look at that and you look at those type of decks, you have to understand. You need to understand that although they are starting to take over Arena because a lot of people are playing them, and a lot of people are paying for these. Like they're play sets of 4 already. I'm going, wow, man, they couldn't have grinded it out that fast because I grind it out pretty quick. I play all my matches every day. I get things going. You can see I move up to Mythic every month. And what we're seeing happen right now are these people have paid, they built these decks, especially that particular deck, and and trust me, that and the Winota, where they put all kinds of guys that pop out and they get all kinds of the cards out, they can all be defeated. Okay? The Winota one is, you can't let other if you see, you know it's a Winota deck, or you have a suspicion it is, you start knocking off anything that is a non-human creature. Knock it out with your cards. Be able to react to it and take it out. And I've showed a key deck, a Planeswalker deck, in the video before this one, that does show how it should be built and what you should. I mean, it's not your typical Planeswalker. You're putting in like 4 Chandra, you know, Inferno. You're not putting in all these giant monsters. You don't need giant Planeswalkers to win, but you need consistency. So you need even 4 of them. You do need 4 of things and 3 of things in certain order with a certain rate of land combinations to get the mana you need to make this work for you. Deck construction is an art, and it does take trial and error. So don't be afraid, but feel free to tweak my deck when you see it. When you see what I built for you guys, you take a look at that. You say, hey, wouldn't it be better with this or that? You can try that in Arena. Let me know how it works, man. Put it in the comments section. If you're new to the channel, I love seeing the comments. I like to comment back to my people every day if I can. If I'm in a rush, I'll just put like a heart or something, especially if it's a good, valid comment, or I'll try to write later on. My regular viewers, you guys know I always try to write back to you guys as much as I can. I've had a core group of people who've always been with me, very loyal viewership, and I appreciate that. And new viewers, I will show you that same loyalty, don't worry. I love giving shout-outs. I love talking to people. It makes it all worthwhile. Now, back to this Ikoria deck. Ikoria can be defeated easily. In many ways, it can be wiped out. You just can't let it get rolling. So be prepared for it on the key cards. Counterspell decks, that Flash Counterspell deck I've seen a few times now, even that one, the Planeswalker deck deals with it pretty efficiently, but you have to space things out, and do not burn out your best Planeswalkers on that. I'm telling you now. Don't try to put your key Planeswalkers, or like the game-ending ones, early. Wait till later, because they're going to counter them. Unless you know it's a pure Counterspell deck, and they're slow to start, and you can put out a Chandra. Because they don't know what to do sometimes. They'll try countering it. I've seen a person try to counter and it just won't let them, and they're like, your go, because they're frustrated, right? And then when they finally let the card out, yeah, maybe they can unsummon it or do something, but you're going to get that first 1 damage ping counter. It really gets people going. It is kind of fun to watch. So keep that in mind, guys. I find that very enjoyable. I know I shouldn't be having enjoyment in other people's pain, but they built Ikoria, and that's my pain. I still like Ikoria. I like the cards in it. Like, Kinnan does not work in this format as much as I'd hoped. He does not work in the standard format with what they've got right now. He does work in Historic. I've had rolling games with that, where if you look at my Breaking Kinnan videos, you'll see he can roll, right? It can be a lot of fun with just some Llanowar Elves and stuff. Right? He can really pump up the mana to really get things going. And I even thought, I wasn't thinking about it, but since it's blue-green, I could put in Thibaut the Lost, right? I could put him in there too for some card drawing, for your mutating, but also to get the Mox going a little bit carefully for blue if you need it when it comes up. It's just something to keep in mind. I really am enjoying it, though. So, again, great videos to watch. And if there's a certain type of deck you'd like to see built, or an idea you have, you're not sure how the mechanics work, feel free to send me a message. I'll be happy to help you with it. As a person who's been around the block a long time, I can tell you almost in all my pre-releases I play, I come out flawless, and it's for a reason. It just is. People build decks wrong when they're pre-releases a lot, especially the middle players who are like not bad players. They've seen how decks are built, and but they're not looking. When you're in a pre-release, you're looking for a certain type of deck to be built. So, and you gotta work with what you get. You can sometimes get a lot of trash cards, but they can work for you. Anyway, something to keep in mind. So, Ikoria can be beaten. I won lots of matches today using this Planeswalker deck. It smashes through stuff. It builds up walls that people can't get through easily. And even if they do, you've got more Planeswalkers going. It does use the new Narsat because she can give you mana, she can do damage, and if you get to her counter, you pop that counter off because everything in your deck is non-creature, so you're just pinging 2 damage over and over and over. You're knocking off creatures, you're knocking off spells, you're hitting them hard, hitting them fast for 2 points of return. It's hilarious. And it doesn't even have any Agents of Treachery. Imagine that. There's no fastest in there. It's amazing. And you know what? Most people are not carrying an Elder Spell, guys. They're not backing up their decks with this stuff anymore. So even a traditional 3-match, you're not seeing people with Elder Spell right now. Now, if this deck becomes super popular for some reason, and I claim credit right now, claim credit. If that happens, then you're going to see people just popping the Elder Spell. Even then, you space your Planeswalkers out, and the Elder Spell is not going to take you out right away. Especially with that new Osmoth Stone. You could even do it that way with putting the counters on that and transfer it over, right? If you want to modify the deck a bit, I have thought about that. So, just something to keep in mind. And the last few comments of the day, Mox Amber climbed again today. We're closing in on that $23 mark, just like I said we would. And that is pretty amazing. I'm really surprised. There were sales in the last day and two. So we're back up to 3 pages of Moxes, but the Moxes are all like the $30 range and up. $30 Canadian and up. So I expect it, right now it's around 23 American. It probably will hit 24 at this point. It's crazy because if it keeps going the way it is, there could be a supply shortage. So most people only have 1 or 2 up. And usually you have some of the big guys like Good Seller usually has 8 as his crowd control measure. Some of the other sellers. So you only see 1 or 2 up. Then what you know is that they don't have that many. And if they don't have that many, after they've sold their couple out of their store or a couple out of their collection, it starts drying up. And when we dry things up in our Mox Amber collections, I'm an unhappy person, as we know. Right? I want to be happy. I want lots of Mox Ambers. I want to just fill more binders full. So, anyway, something to keep in mind. It is going to climb higher, guys, okay? And guys like Kinnan are kind of making that happen. So thanks a lot for tuning in today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please watch every video I had before this one on the Ikoria match. How I play against a couple of decks there. Even a really fast black deck, I almost get there. It gets a little tweaky. And you'll see why in the match. I do comment on it as it plays. Anything else? Everyone have a great day. Thanks a lot for tuning in. This MTG Moxman. Welcome new subscribers. You guys make this all possible. As well as my regular subscribers who are the first ones to be here, who I appreciate every day. You guys are amazing. I'm going to give you a big... No, I'm not. You thought, no, it's not going to happen. I drink my water. Huh. Iron Man protects me. Tony Stark, he's still locked in there, man.